Goodness, I'm Ros Boundy here with Boomer Press. It's lovely to be here in 5 Foot Rope TV, a wonderful mode and space and place to share what we have to offer as services, to share what we have as products in whatever way that we are able to let you know, really, of how we can serve you. Whether it's pain points that you have, problems that you need to have some solutions for, or just products to help with those, and just general well-being and life improvement, all that sort of stuff. With Boomer Press, what I'm anticipating is to help you create a legacy of your stories that you might be able to pass on to your children or your grandchildren, or even to help those of your parents who are still with you to be able to get their stories and have them written down, even if it's not in a full book form, to at least get that process of writing those stories. You could even have something that is within you as a memoir that is themed to help others, to be of service to humanity, to guide and nourish the soul, that type of thing, with whatever is feeling for you, your story. Now, I am going to pop over to the website, which I haven't set up. I don't think I've opened it. I was just going to share the screen for our Boomer Press website. I did share some of that yesterday, but not everyone has been able to look at that at this point and see what might be the different aspects that I've got within the website now. So I have been working on it a little bit, so I'm going to share it and show especially what I've got coming up with the entry-level course that is Unlock Your Writing Potential. I have got that open for registration now for being able to join in with the community. What you're seeing is the website as it is at the moment, and the usual tabs in the home button, the authors hub that I'll switch it over to, and that does list a lot of the authors who I have already. Within this website, you will have seen the Lily Beecham, the Christine Bennett, and the various books that they have. The Abigail Betts one, which you may recognise as being me in younger years because I'm using Abigail Betts as my pen name. Cindy Cypress and her book. There's Nancy Rundle. There's another of hers coming out soon. Tara Shelley. That's a lovely fiction story. I like those. This is more murder mystery stuff. Sienna Summer, great little books. Jodie Walter, that's another detective mystery one. And Sienna Winnick, who has the self-help witch and type series that she has. And this is where the courses are going to be listed and residing for you to be able to register. The entry-level course, this one is ready to actually purchase. I do need to, there's one thing I've got there is register interest. I do need to edit that one. It is all ready for purchase now. Now what I'm going to do is put that bit.ly link in the comments there, and you should be able to go and register for that one direct. Okay, so certainly go and have a look at that, and I'm not sure if that goes direct into the community or not. I've got another link for the community. So this is the memoirs area and page. This is where I really want to concentrate my own levels of expertise and storytelling, is in the memoir area. So you can have a good look at that. It's lots of words to process through right now. So definitely click on that link for the, inquire how you can preserve your family's memoirs, your family memories, in whatever way that it's needing to be, just jotted down, written for posterity, all of that. This is the one I have been working on most recently. It is the Boomer Press community membership area. I did show this yesterday as well, so you can certainly click on the link that is down here to join the membership. That's this one here, and you go to, like any of those types of groups, just trying to think, the Mighty Network, the just trying to think of what some of them are now. Circle is another one. I'm using Soul Software's method, so mine are going to be completely housed within Soul Software's suite of programs. And so join the membership there. It's just your name, email, phone number, and I think that's all it is as far as the minimum requirements. It's just so that there is that level of being able to let you know some announcements when they're coming up and that type of thing. Nothing will be spammed in it, I assure you. Once you're actually in the membership, what you can end up seeing as part of that, and I'm going to go back to me while I bring that up on the screen because it's a different window, of course, and I need to actually bring it up. So what we need to do here is, if you can bear with me, because I will just get that up for you. Oh, I've got to check it out in a different way. Here we go. Well, it was there before. It was there before. Let me just go to the groups. I'll just see if I can get it up this way, and we'll see how it goes. Right. It may look slightly a little bit different, but let's log in and do that. It was there. I obviously accidentally clicked on the finish. You know how you do those little X's on the tabs in a browser. So, oopsie. I had it all ready to go, and now it wasn't. Good afternoon, Nat. Lovely to see you. I'm here as Boomer Press and showing people the area of the community that I'm sharing. Now, let me screen share this, and it should show up fine now. Yes, it does. So this is the area where there's the community happening. So as far as once you actually sign in to the Boomer Press community that was on that website page, you come here more so to the groups area. It will come into this space, and it's like Discord is one of the systems that I use that this is very similar to, where you can join a Discord server there called there. This is groups, and you click on what group you are in, and then you would see the different areas here of what is available to you. When you click on the channels, it shows you the different categories basically, but the channels for announcements. So each of these comments actually do come under a category when you post into them. So it's like a chat group. And here we've got that. I do have Abigail Betts has joined. I'm using one of my emails as a test client, and the other one is and one of the team members, Michelle, and the other one is me as the admin. So these ones are the admins, and I've got some test messages in there. I'll probably leave them there because it keeps a bit of an eye on what's available, where things go, so that I'm learning at the same time as you would be as well. And this is a marketing one. Now, I don't know yet what that's meant for, so there'll be the announcements in the general chat here for most of it now. As you may have noticed, here's a reading the cards one for my psychic medium work, and this group hasn't got any other members in it yet. I haven't opened it, but this is where you see the different categories and the introduction. So you'd introduce yourself, and the Kipper, the Lenormand and Tarot. There isn't anything in those, but you can see the ease with how this community group setting works. So from here, even though we've got the channels up, you get to choose. Now this is the discussion area, this is the chat area, and you can also chat with someone else that is a member that has made theirs available for private chats. Okay, at least I think that's how it works. Now, the way that the course is going to work is from within this area. So once you've joined, the course works here. So you would actually then go into this one, and if you've purchased it, it will say open. If you haven't, it would say buy here, or and I can't quite remember what that looks like, but it'd be similar. So you just end up clicking on that to start your course, and this is how quickly and simply it moves through that process, even though it's taking a bit to open it because I'm doing a live stream, of course, and then you'd start your course. So that's what it looks like on the surface. Okay, so that's how we would then be moving through. It tells you it's admin mode, so you're probably getting a bit more than what it might look like on your end. And it will give you a list of the members and some of their comments, contacts, events, calendar, and this would be the area that you'd see when there's the scheduled live stream. Not like live streaming here. It's video session meetings. You know, like a Zoom, you can compare it to Zoom, but it's going to be within the Soul Software realm and how the video calls are done that way. So it's all a closed aspect, so that it's got that sense of security and ownership of being within our own community. So that's the events. It does have a leaderboard. I don't know anything about how these work yet. It's something that I'll be discovering along with you as you join in with our community and take the courses. You don't have to pay for this community, the open general area. There will be some closed groups or channels at some point that will be paid for, as there will be more in-depth mentoring and guidance through that channel, but that will be subscription only. Just keep your ears and eyes open. I'll let you know when all of that happens. So that's where it's going to move toward as we get through, seeing how things will work in the way that you would like to receive that help. So it's all an adventure and starting to move through different ways of doing that learning and how we're going to move, to keep writing. I want you to start writing and keep writing and move through that. And hi to Kenneth. Kenneth's become a lovely regular watching from Ontario, Canada when I do my live stream. So it's lovely that he's here and shared. Thank you, Kenneth. And I know it's getting very cold there where you are. So that's a brief look at what the Boomer Press has as new things, what I've been working on in the background. And on the website, the services have stayed the same naturally, but what it would be wonderful if you feel that you're ready or not quite sure, just book one of those discovery calls, sessions with me, so that we can have a chat about what you might be needing, okay? And I'm just going to put that link in the comments as well, so that if you feel that you're ready or nearly ready, that you can book in and we can have a chat. That's a free chat. It's not something that you need to pay for, just so that you can start to think what the steps are, when you might be ready to take that step, because it's certainly going to be something that you'd rather do now before it does start to get to be too late, because we just never know. You never know. Have it on the go now, even in progress as you're moving along, and I can certainly help with guiding you through those types of steps and getting past writer's block and all that sort of stuff. That's where the entry-level course is going to be really good, because it'll get you into that process of a habit of a weekly call, and that type of, well, that's what I'm planning, is to have that as a weekly call, and the subscription channel that will be for the mentoring and more in detail type of work with whether it's group or whether it's individual. That itself will be another weekly one as well. Different fee structure. It's where there's a lot of discovery going to happen along the way in how all of this is going to work for us. Okay, so wow, it does seem a lot. Now, what I'm wanting to do as well is continue on with these 3 little questions from this life story, the tool that I've started using. I haven't done much with the writing with it, but I'm wanting you to show you through most of these cards before, well, I'll keep going with these live streams, but most of these cards are using this as a basis. Tool for capturing their memories. It's an interview kit. It's hard to see that there in the top. Let's go there. Right, there we go. And there, life story interview kit. And it's more designed, I think, for taking notes and ask you questions, and for your parents or people you have as relatives and that type of thing, that you might not know their stories and you're wanting to find out. So this is what we've already used as the cards, and this is what we've got left. And I'm taking the top one of the early life, split them off, top one of the midlife, and split the rest of those off. And here we go with the top one of the later life and reflection. Okay, so with these, and I also have my scrivener ready to go, so that what I'm doing is sharing where we're at with the scrivener. So I'm just going to show you this, because this is where, as you saw before, I've got another website in the background. Let me just go over like that. You don't need the website there. So the first card for our, as you can see here, we're episode 34 on the 27th. So early life, we'll put the question is, did you make good friends? And this is specific to the early life. I put that as being pretty much up to your mid 15-year-old to 20 as being the early life, because, it's mainly your school years. And I know that I've still got a couple of friends from my school years who are best friends forever, and it really is that best friends forever. Lovely experience, and wonderful to have that retention of people who we can rely on as being great friends. And the times where you meet up, it's as if no time has come between, even if it's years apart. So I definitely have that type of friendship from those years. Now, if we go back to our cards again and see what the next one is, what we have in our midlife is, what attracted you to your partner? So I'll go back to the screen share, and that takes a little bit to switch over, doesn't it? And here we go. What attracted you to your partner? I was at school at the time. It was all that larking around and the things that you do as a teenager, drive-ins and mucking around with your cars when you first learn how to drive, all of that sort of thing. So that is definitely what attracted me to my partner, who became my husband, and we grew a family and a business together. So here we go. We've got the later life. How do you like to unwind and relax? Well. Let me go over to share the screen again. And I do have a lot of things that I like to do. How do you like to unwind and relax? So there's the question there. I'll go through these more so after I've got a lot of my basic foundation work together that I'm creating to help you use these types of tools. So these will be filled out at some point. May even go back to put in the snippets that I've shared with you as I've moved along, showing you these tools. So how do you like to unwind and relax? The way I like to unwind and relax has actually been to create all of these different tools and bringing it together so that I just have fun in front of this particular screen, this particular square box, not the TV. And I love the different technologies and tools that we can use, especially that I can create these as YouTubes, that I can share it as our live streaming to 5 Foot Rope TV, for instance, or to my Boomer Press page, or to my Ros Boundy Facebook page, and the YouTubes. And it could be linked in if I could figure out how to keep that stable. You know, so many different ways that we can share what we love doing in the form of, well, teaching people if we need to. So just like these, as far as this particular tool box that we've got, that we do have different ways that we can share. Just get your phone out and share it with your parents and get them to record some of their stories. Even if you don't want to be there, give them some of the questions. Write out a sheet of questions for them and just say, look, if you don't want me with you, just chat between yourselves and, you know, make your own interview style of, you know, video, so that it's something that you pass on to your children or grandchildren. There's many ways to do it. So I just love having fun of thinking of these different ways and learning myself from other courses. I do courses from other people as well. All of that information comes into the head, and I just feel the creativity of being able to pick snippets that feel right for me to learn the way I like to. And I can also share some of that with you as we're moving along. That community aspect just really attracts me to it, to help others to get into that realm of sharing with each other. Different ways that we do learn. Some are more visual, some are more you know, auditory, like listening to things via podcasts and that sort of thing. So many different ways. So with that, nearly running out of time, but I've put the links to both that free consult to check in with me if you are wanting to find out where you're at, what is possible, so that you can start writing and keep writing, so that you can get to that point if you feel that you have a memoir within you, that you can get to that point of actually publishing. Doesn't have to be for the public realm. You can publish and then order enough that you want for yourself and your family and leave it at that. They don't have to be sold on. It's all up to you, the different ways of how you'd like to check in with what your end goal is, what the purpose is. And sometimes it's just plain therapeutic to really just get down what's in the head, put it on paper, and you might decide, no, I don't want to do it now. You know, as far as a completion to published, but you've got something that is there, that is your story, that you can share with only the one or two you want to give it to. You know, and leave it as a handwritten, or leave it as a file that's on your computer to just send to a few people. You know, there's do a video, do it as a verbal, you know, seeing thing that lasts forever, depending on the mode it goes in. I do remember there's some of the VHS tapes I've still got out there that I haven't been able to put onto a CD, DVD, whatever the progression has been of all this technology. How long does it last? It's as long as the technology is in vogue, is in production, is in etc. It's lucky that the vinyl records have come back, isn't it? We don't forget the process really of how things have been created. We just need to know that there's always going to be a way that we can get the visual, we can get the auditory, we can get that is the written. So all different ways. So you can book in with me, and there definitely is that bit.ly link that is there for purchasing the course, registering for that, and you can get started. There will be a survey sent out once you've registered and purchased. Because I'll have your emails. I can send out a survey. I'm going to consult to what day and time. There'll be some options for what suits you best, so that I can get a general feel for what is going to be the regular weekly video session, video meeting, like a Zoom, but it's within Soul Software. So we'll progress with all of that. It takes time to move through each of the steps, but it's on the go. We can start, we can get community starting to happen, we can get the course moving ahead, and you learning and getting writing. I'm so excited for that. So looking forward to that. I've got the next session of this Boomer Press Book Nook. It will be Thursday at the 5:30ish on the 5 Foot Rope TV. I've only committed at this point to the January sessions. So if February, I can't remember what date the February the 1st is actually. So it will be, yes. So that's Saturday. So the last session of this on 5 Foot Rope TV is going to be on Thursday at the 5:30 for the half hour. So we'll probably wind that one up for this location. I'll be just doing them. So from then it will be potentially just the one session later. The rest will be, I'm not sure whether I'm continuing them as a once a week session, because the course material and time slots will need to be the priority from February. So that's where, right at the moment, I'm not sure after Thursday how often the Boomer Press Book Nook sessions will be. But I'm looking forward to doing something at least at some point. Okay, now here it is, the link for the free consult, that is there. Just popping them up, and here is the bit.ly link that you should see on the Boomer Press page or in 5 Foot Rope with this session. And hi Carlia, lovely to see you. I only just saw the comments. I didn't think to even switch down to the bottom. You'd know how the live streams where the comments show up. So I hope you've had a great Monday. I have had a wonderful day. I've been swimming this morning and got back and had a lovely writing session, sprinting with a group of friends, and bringing it all together so that I can continue on this path of really journeying with the writing and helping others write too. Loving it. Thank you very much for being here with me. If you're watching in replay, it'd be lovely to see that hashtag replay as well, so I can comment when I come back to check that out. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye for now.